Hello and welcome to Yin Yoga. So Yin Yoga, we know we hold the stretches or poses for up to 5 minutes, and we have intensity, feeling or sensation of about 5 or 6 out of 10. So not as yang, more passive, more hopefully being able to stay longer to feel the benefits, stretches in the fascia, in the body, the connective tissue. Okay, so today we're going to start in constructive rest. So we can lie on our backs, and if for the practice, if you have some blocks maybe at the side, so if you want to, you can rest your sacrum, your bottom of the base of your spine. You can rest that on a block or a cushion, with the shoulders and the back of the head resting on the floor, chin towards the face. And then the constructive rest position is with our knees together and the feet out at the side. And here we can have the hands out at the side with the palms facing up, or we can take hold of opposite elbow and bring the arms above the head. So we're going to stay in each pose tonight for about 5 minutes. If you need to come out, if you feel it's becoming too intense or you want to change position, if you've gone kind of not deep enough, that's fine as well. So first of all, in constructive rest, I'm going to settle into the feeling of the back as it releases down into the floor. And first of all, we want to see if we can notice our natural breath in and out through the nose. As we breathe naturally, notice which parts of the body move on the inhale and what happens to the body as you exhale. We're not really trying to change our breath here, we're just seeing if we can notice. Still staying aware of your natural breath. Notice if it's easy or quite difficult for you to stay with that concentration on the breath, or if you notice that your mind is wandering. So for the next 2 minutes or so in constructive rest, see if we can stay focused now on the deeper breath, so the full diaphragmatic breathing. So the inhale, tummy, side ribs, chest expands. Exhale, everything releases. Maybe you can start counting your inhale and counting your exhale, and noticing how deep, how smooth, how even the breath is. And slowly bringing the feet together. If your back was resting on a block, bringing the block from underneath, placing to the side, and stretching out both legs. Taking a breath in and stretching the arms all the way above the head. Try to feel that stretch in the whole body. Stretch the fingertips away, point the toes away. Breathe out, bring the arms down. And draw both knees in towards the chest, hugging the knees in, knees side to side. And just hugging your right knee in towards the chest and extending the left leg along the floor. About 5 breaths. Hugging that right knee in. As you exhale, drawing the tummy in and hugging the knee in a bit more. Bringing the right leg down to the floor. Stretch the arms above the head, breathe in. Breathe out, draw the left knee in towards the chest. And another 5 breaths. As you exhale, gently drawing the tummy in. And see if you can draw the knee a little bit closer towards the chest. Bring the left leg to the floor. Stretch the arms above the head again. Deep breath in. Breath out. Bring the arms down. And bring both knees into the chest again. And from here we're going to slowly roll up to seated. Either rolling along the spine to lift up, or taking the knees down to the side and pausing and then lifting up. So if you're rolling along the spine, draw the tummy in to support the back to lift up. So here, we're first of all now coming into half butterfly. So if you have a block to sit on, if you need to elevate your pelvis a little bit, also if you want to prevent things like sciatica, it's good to keep the hips elevated. And then we're stretching out the right leg out to the side, and the left foot is coming into the right thigh. So we're going to be folding over the right leg. So we might feel a stretch in our left lower back, or we might feel a stretch in the right hamstring. So we're going to hold for 5 minutes. So we'll give you a chance to make sure you feel comfortable, making yourself as comfortable as possible, maybe having a block or a cushion on your right thigh. We can look forward, or we can just bring the chin towards the chest and let the back round a little bit. If you want to, you can keep a soft bend in your right leg and place the block underneath instead, and then still maybe having a blanket or a cushion on your right thigh. It's just adjusting the position or the shape to what feels good for you, so you can either get the stretch in your right hamstring or get the stretch in your lower back. Maybe if you have any back issues, or you've been told by a doctor or a physio not to allow this back to round too much, you could hold forward with the chest lifted a bit more, with the heel pushing away and the toes towards the face, which is a bit more yang, but it helps to keep the back a bit more protected, so you will be lifting up more. But it's up to you. Try to again keep focused on your breath, either the natural breath or the full deep breath in and the full breath out. Another 5 or 6 deep breaths. going to lift up slowly. Working a little bit on now extension of the back because we've had the back flexed forward. So coming into the inclined plane with either straight legs or bent legs. Straight legs is more intense. So I'm going to press my feet flat on the floor, fingers behind, fingers pointing towards my feet, lifting up as we breathe in, going down to breathe out. So another 3 or 4 of those. Breathing in to lift, out to lower, in to lift, out to lower. One more. And then if it feels nice, if the back feels a little bit like it's stretched quite a lot, we can lie on our backs and do some either knee circles, join a circle with the knees, or knees side to side. Maybe rolling these shoulders a little bit as well. And rolling up to seated again. And then the other side, half butterfly. So perching on our block again if we need to. This time left leg out to the side, straight, and the right sole of the foot in towards the left thigh. And again, finding our most comfortable version of half butterfly. So you can fold over the left leg. We can be more upright, more yang-like. And we're feeling the stretch in the lower back or our left hamstring, maybe our right hip. Again, holding for about 5 minutes. If you want to, we can activate the muscles in the left thigh, which helps to support the lower back. We can push our left heel away, toes towards the face. We can keep our chest drawing forward, or we can bring the chin towards the chest and just relax into it. Once you've settled into the shape that feels good for you, then we begin to focus on that deeper, smooth inhale and exhale. So in the half butterfly, it's quite nice to feel the breath in the back. So see if you can feel your back expanding and your side ribs expanding on your inhale. And releasing on the exhale. The toes can either go out to the side, to the left, or the toes can fall in to the centre. Maybe toes straight up towards the ceiling. Maybe having a play around to notice which parts of the left leg are activated if the toes go to one side or the other. Another 3 breaths. And lifting up slowly, stretching out the right leg and coming into the counter pose, so the inclined plane with straight legs or bent legs, fingertips facing forward, lifting up on the in breath, releasing down on the out breath, opening up the chest. And then to release these back again, lying down, bringing the knees into the chest. Knees can go side to side. And then rolling up again to seated. So from here, coming into easy pose or cross legs or half shoelace. So, so for some of you, you might not have felt the hamstring stretch in that half butterfly like myself. I just felt all the stretch in my back. So I could go for the half shoelace. So half shoelace, I bring my left foot, so it's my left heel is outside my right hip, and come forward like that. And that's getting me the stretch in my hamstring. Or easy cross-legged is crossing the legs with your left ankle in front. Again, sitting up tall, we can sit on a block. And then we come forward. So this is more of a stretch for the hips and the back. So we're going to hold for 5 minutes, and if you want to, you could start in the easy pose and then go into the half shoelace, or start in half shoelace and then go into easy pose. So I'm going to start in half shoelace for the hamstring stretch, and the deeper stretch will be with the heel away and toes towards the face, or just relaxing the toes, letting the feet go floppy, just coming forward. The hands can be out at the side, or hands just walking down towards the feet. So settling in, you can stay for the full 5 minutes in this half shoelace, or move in about 6 breaths into the easy pose. So if you're changing, lift up slowly. So easy pose, is not really crossing at the ankles, crossing at the shins, so maybe walking the heels away slightly. And we can sit up tall and stay in easy pose, or we can bring our hands forward. So this is another one that's great for sciatica or back issues. Just rest with the hands or bring the elbows down. Again, you can have your block to sit on. And bring ourselves out slowly, pressing in to lift up, stretch out both legs. So from here, do some windshield wipers. So feet apart and knees apart, hands out to the side, knees down to one side, knees to the other side. And we'll get ready to do shoelace or easy pose on the other side. So for half shoelace, it's the right foot and the right heel comes by the left hip. So the knees are kind of making a shoelace shape. And then we can fall forward. If you have any knee issues or back issues, have a blanket or a cushion or a block underneath your left knee. That doesn't feel great with the block, so I think a cushion or a blanket would be better. Or going into your easy pose if you prefer. This time the right shin is in front. We're pressing the hands in, maybe stretching the hands forward, maybe bringing the elbows down. So I'll do half time, half shoelace, and then I'll move into easy pose. Then I can sit on the block to have a little bit of a lift. So if you're in half shoelace, the stretch is more for your, maybe your left calf, your left hamstring. To make that more intense in the hamstring stretch, if you're craving hamstring stretch, You can try and draw your chest forward, maybe push the left heel away, toes towards the face, and try and bring elbows down, more deep stretch there. So maybe to access a bit of a deeper stretch, focus on your deepest breath you can. Really inhaling for, maybe if your normal breath would be 3 in and 3 out, maybe going for 5 in and 5 out. Lifting up slowly. If you want to change or stay in half shoelace, you're going into the easy pose. This time, right shins in front. Trying to remember to cross at the shins, not the ankles. And going forward with the chest lifted if you like, or the back can be rounded. And lifting ourselves out slowly. Stretching out the legs first of all. Giving a shake to the legs. Maybe rubbing the outside of the thighs or the thighs. And coming into the counter pose for windshield wipers, so feet apart and knees apart. See if we can draw the knees down. Working on internal and external rotation of our hips. You might feel it in the outer hips or the inner hips. Okay, so from here, lying down on our backs, bringing the knees into the chest, maybe bringing the head towards the knees to feel that curve in the spine. Maybe stretching both legs up towards the ceiling, pushing the heels away, toes towards the face, even interlocking the hands behind the thighs. Just feeling the stretch in the back of the legs. And from here, bringing both feet down towards the floor. So, first of all, bringing our right ankle over our left thigh, making sure the head's in line with the chest and the body's in a straight line on the mat, gently easing the right knee away, and then lifting the left foot off the floor. It might be enough to stay in just with the right knee easing away. It's still great for our backs to lie on the floor, feeling the whole of the back pressing into the floor. If you want to, you can lift the left foot off the floor, threading the hands underneath the left knee or on top of the left shin. And working on awareness of breath, awareness of sensation, awareness of where you're feeling this stretch. So this is reclining, it's either reclining swan or reclining figure 4. Try to relax your shoulders away from your ears. Release tension if you can from the jaw, the throat. Close the eyes and just notice sensations within. Target area here is the piriformis or the glute muscles, maybe the outer right hip. If it feels better for you, you could rest your left foot on a chair or the left calf on the chair, if that feels better, or you could press your left foot. If you've got a wall handy, you could press your left foot against the wall, which sometimes is quite nice, just to have something to press against. The closer you have your bottom to the wall, the more intense the stretch will be. So if you feel like you need a bit more intensity, you could shuffle the bottom closer to the wall. With this stretch, try to keep your tailbone at the base of your spine resting on the floor. We don't want the tailbone to be lifting up, because then we're creating a curve in our back, which we don't want. we can either stay in this reclining figure 4, if that's enough of a stretch for you, or we can bring the left foot down to the floor and edge the right knee so it's in line with the left knee, and then bring both feet off the floor and hug both knees in towards the chest, or take hold of the outside of your ankles. So with your right hand you're taking hold of the outside of your left ankle, with your left hand you're taking hold of the outside of your right ankle, and drawing the feet closer to the body. So a more intense stretch for the outer right hip, the glutes, the piriformis. Still keeping that spine flat to the floor, the tailbone isn't lifting off the floor. So if you are in this shape is reclining shoelace. And bringing both feet down to the floor. Stretch out both legs. Slowly breathing in, stretching the arms above the head. Breathing out, bring the arms down, and bringing the knees into the chest. Maybe extending both feet up towards the ceiling. Pushing the heels away, toes towards the face, feeling a stretch in the backs of the legs. Moving to the opposite side for reclining figure 4 or reclining swan. So bring our right foot pressing into the floor, left ankle over the right knee. Gently easing that left knee away first, which might be enough. We can take our right foot off the floor, hands underneath the right knee, interlock the fingers, or hands on top of the right shin. Remember, we can rest our right calf on a chair or resting the right foot on the wall.
you want to change slightly, coming into the reclining shoelace, but bringing the right foot to the floor, drawing our left knee so it's in line with our right knee, bringing the knees into the chest, hugging the knees in, or with opposite hands taking hold of the outside of the ankles, drawing the feet closer in. So now maybe feeling the stretch or the sensation in the left outer hip or the left glute, left piriformis. As we come towards the end of the final poses, want to focus on a deeper breath, really inhaling smoothly, deeply, for longer if possible, and really focusing on drawing out your deepest exhale, or the exhale all the way to the bottom of the exhale. Complete inhale, complete full exhale. And releasing, bringing both feet to the floor, stretch out the legs again, taking a breath in, stretching the arms above the head, and a breath out, arms slowly down, and then coming into a couple of options here, either a new stretch called pentacle. So with constructive rest, with the feet apart and the knees together, some people don't feel the stretch in the outer thighs or don't get much sensation. So pentacle, you hopefully will feel the stretch. So the feet are as wide apart as possible and the arms are above the head with the arms as wide apart as possible as well. And it's kind of like making a star shape. So we're going to hold here for about 2 minutes, focusing on the full diaphragmatic breathing or the 3-part breath. So breathing in, tummy expands, side ribs, chest expand, breathing out, chest, side ribs and tummy release. And really focusing on letting go on your exhale, releasing, releasing, releasing. So noticing any tingling sensations, drawing the fingertips away a bit more, maybe taking the feet further apart. Might feel tingling in the fingers or the toes. This is the energy in the fingertips, energy in the toes, the meridians, the energy lines. Slowly bring the feet together and the arms above the head. Stretch the fingertips away, point the toes away, deep breath in. Breath out, arms back down. Knees into the chest. Do a few dynamic reclining twists. So the arms are out at the side like a T shape, feet flat on the floor, knees together. But slowly taking the knees down to one side on an exhale. Knees to centre on an inhale. Exhale to opposite side. And keep this movement slow and go with the flow of your breath. So only moving the knees to the side or to the centre when you're ready to inhale or exhale. So the breath is your cue to move. And one more each side. And we'll get ready for a few minutes of final relaxation. So making yourself as comfortable as you can, as warm as you can if you need to. Can have your final relaxation in that constructive rest pose with the knees bent up, knees together, feet apart, or legs out straight with the small toes falling out to the side. And close the eyes, bring the chin towards the chest. Bring awareness into your toes. Relax the toes. Relax the toes. The toes are relaxed. Take awareness into the backs of the legs, relaxing the calves, relaxing the backs of the knees, relaxing the hamstrings, the glutes, the hips, the lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders,
Back is relaxing. The back is relaxed. Take awareness into the shoulders. Shoulders are relaxing. Shoulders are soft. Shoulders are relaxed. Take awareness into the face. Soften the jaw. Release the facial muscles. Soften the eyes. Soften the forehead. And take awareness into the whole body. Releasing, breathing softly, exhaling completely. With each exhale, you are relaxing deeper. And the whole body feels completely relaxed. Now slowly bringing awareness and soft movement back into the body. Maybe wriggling the fingers, wriggling the toes, rotating the ankles, rotating the wrists. When you're ready, stretch out both legs, bring the feet together, and with a deep inhale, stretch the arms above the head. Exhaling, bring the arms slowly down. If it feels good, bring the knees into the chest. Hugging the knees in, knees side to side. And when you're ready, lifting up slowly to seated, or stay in final relaxation, or with the knees into the chest if you feel like the back needs a bit more of a massage. And I'll see you soon. Thank you for joining. Bye for now.